What is going on, guys? Right behind me is my 2009 Subaru Impreza, and in this video I'm going to be installing a 2-inch lift kit by Anderson Design and Fabrication along with a set of 17-inch Sparco Terra wheels. Along with the lift kit, I will also be installing the Anderson Design multi-link subframe spacer kit. This Subaru isn't anything too special, there's no turbos or anything like that, but it'll make a great mountain runner and commuter, and on the upside, it's a manual. I hope you guys enjoyed the installation and stay tuned for the end result. Alright guys, so this is everything we have to work with. So I've got the 2-inch lift from Anderson Design, and basically it's just a spacer lift that goes on top of your strut. I think the back is 2 5/8 with a spacer lift for the subframe. So it's like a subframe spacer lift. So these will help offset the wheels and also make it look a little more aggressive. These are the Sparco Terras. I got them used, but I got them for a really good price. Check those out. They're pretty sick with the black and the red. I think it'll look really good on the gray. So I'm super stoked to get these things on and get the wheels on. So let's go ahead and throw everything together. Just bolts on like so. And then if you're doing one of these lifts yourself, make sure that the ADF is towards the front of the car, and make sure you have the spacer lift on the right side. Alright, so now that you guys kind of understand what's going on and how this all works, I'm going to go ahead and finish all the others, and then from there we can throw on the spacers and the wheels. Alright guys, so I got the rear struts out and I got the spacers installed. So now what I need to do is start unbolting the subframe. So the subframe is held in by 4 bolts. You got one here, one there, and then same on this side, one there, one there. Little spacer that goes in there too. So I've got the diff held up by a little stand right here. So basically unbolt everything, loosen the stand down a little bit, and then start installing the little subframe spacers. So these are what they look like. They just go right in between the body and the subframe. And the reason why this is kind of important with doing a 2-inch lift or higher is because the axles, they can only handle so much of a angle. So this kind of helps bring everything back, and plus it helps with the alignment too. So yeah, just got to throw these in and then we'll be smooth sailing. All right, so I've almost got all these spacers in, and this is kind of what it looks like. Whoa. So you've got your spacer that just sits right between the body and the subframe. And then you've got the spacers here on this bracket. It comes with longer bolts as well. So yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. And then once all those are lined up and started, I can go ahead and torque them down. Alright guys, it is finally time to put on the spacers. So I got the spacers here, and then I've got my hub-centric rings here. So this is basically how it works. So you just throw these guys on, and then you get these little like flush lug nuts, and then those go on like that, and then you just slap your wheel on. So that's kind of how spacers work. And these are also hub-centric in the center, so they're going to be a super tight fit, so I shouldn't get any vibrations with these. And these are made by Titan wheel accessories. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw on all of these spacers now, and then throw a little bit of anti-seize on the threads too. Alright guys, so we are finally ready for the wheels. Spacers are on, the lift is on, everything's all tightened down and ready to go. The last thing is, instead of putting on the factory lug nuts, I got these Uteki SR48 lug nuts in black. These are what they look like, so those will look pretty good with the wheels. Basically, just got to throw on the wheels now, throw on the lug nuts, and then we're done. So let's go ahead and get those wheels thrown on. Finally time to put the car on the ground and see what this thing's gonna look like, and to check the fitment, steering, all that fun stuff. So let's go ahead and drop the car on the ground now. All right, she is sitting on her own right now. Let's take a look. Oh, that's sick. Definitely a lot taller. Oh, that's so sick. Actually looks like a pretty good fitment. I ended up punching in this piece right here a little bit to get some more clearance, and it looks like I'll have plenty of clearance. Let's check the front. Oh yeah, we're looking good up here. I'm gonna go ahead and retorque all the wheels, and then get it off the lift and over there so you can kind of see it a little bit better. Alright guys, here is the finished result of the Anderson Design 2-inch lift kit. So the rear is actually a 2 3/8 kit, just because these Subarus kind of get like that saggy butt syndrome or whatever it's called. But I figured adding the 2 3/8 in the back would kind of keep it more level over time. But yeah, it turned out super good. I'm really happy with it. The fitment's pretty solid too. I've already driven it and stuff, so I don't get any rubbing, except when I am in the mountains, I do get a little bit of rub up here on the fender, so I can probably roll those. So I don't know if I measured the ground clearance before, but I just got this tape measurer, and you can obviously see that I've got at least 10 inches of ground clearance now. The control arm's probably still a little bit lower, obviously. So it definitely added some height. The only thing that I don't love about this setup is the actual tires. I don't know if I mentioned before, but these tires are kind of more of a street tire. My goal with this car is kind of more like a mountain runner style, so I can take it off-road and stuff. So these tires don't really add a lot of like rim protection or a lot of sidewall protection. And for a good example why I want something a little bit meatier is to avoid stuff like this. I've already hit a rock just because the sidewall isn't super thick. Eventually I want to get some Falcon trail tires. I think that's what they're called. Those will probably be a lot better for this application. But yeah, I'm super happy with it. I think it looks pretty sick just for a little commuter. I got this car super cheap, and it's been nothing but great. I've had a lot of fun with it. Surprisingly, it's got 190K on it. And I'm pretty sure they are the original head gaskets and original clutch, believe it or not. So I have no idea when those are gonna go out, but hopefully they'll last me a little while, and if they do, the motor seems pretty solid, so I can probably just rebuild it at that point. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a thumbs up or comment down below, and we'll catch you in the next one. Deuces.